On Monday, April 27th, we'll be releasing our latest study on the issue of social distancing. Our findings from the work we've been doing on a weekly basis with the firm Léger Marketing have revealed that the vast majority of Canadians, some 98%, say that they are social distancing. But is that a good indicator of the extent to which social distancing is occurring and the extent to which it is an increasing challenge for Canadians? Our findings from the release on the 27th of April indicate that many Canadians are finding it especially challenging to do social distancing. In fact, in the province of Quebec, some 30% say that it is either somewhat difficult or very difficult to do social distancing within the 2-meter line that is the prescribed distance that is suggested to us by our health authorities. Other demographic groups are finding it difficult to do social distancing. In fact, those people 18 to 34 years of age also report upwards of 30% that they're finding it difficult to do social distancing. In some of our larger cities that are more dense in terms of their geographies, social distancing is also considered not that simple. So in cities such as Montreal and in the National Capital Region, we're seeing the highest rates of people that say they're challenged in doing social distancing. As we go forward over the coming weeks and our governments start putting forward policies around what they're calling deconfinement, which is implying that some of the restrictions that we've seen thus far are being lifted, social distancing will become all the more important. And we need to have much better ways of measuring social distancing rather than the ones with which we're operating currently that invite the population to tell us whether or not they're social distancing, and that in effect have for the past 2 weeks seen nearly all Canadians say they're doing so. For those of you who are going out there either grocery shopping or to the pharmacy or visiting family and friends, I'm persuaded that you are finding social distancing a challenge and that many of you are probably cutting into the distance a bit, but at the same time are feeling that they're respecting to the best of their ability the social distancing measures. And again, as we go into this period going forward, as some of us may go back into the workplace if we haven't already been doing so, as some of us may be reacquainting ourselves with public transit, the challenge of doing social distancing will be all the more difficult. We need precise information about social distancing, and hopefully some of the research that we're circulating today will help those of you who are crafting policies and programs to better define the way in which we can message effectively so that Canadians will be able to follow social distancing guidelines and will be able to measure our performance in that regard. Again, my thanks to all the research team that has helped assemble this study, and we look forward to further studies that we'll be offering you on a weekly basis to track some of these key issues that affect all Canadians as we continue to work our way through this very challenging period.